Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today I'm going to share with you a haul and a house review of the house of Frassai. This fragrance house has been talked about so much in recent times, and I can even say it's been hyped up so much. And everyone seems to love it. Everyone seems to think that the fragrances are really amazing, which, to be honest, always makes me skeptical. I always think, well, are they really that good? But it definitely piqued my curiosity. And I decided to order some samples and try these fragrances and see if they were full bottle worthy. So since this is called a haul, as you can imagine, I did purchase a full bottle. So while I'm sharing with you just a few things about this house, take a guess in the comments down below which one I purchased a full bottle of. Let's see how well you know me and my fragrance taste. So Frassai is, I believe, the first Argentinian woman-owned niche fragrance house. They currently have 8 fragrances in their catalog, and I have sampled 7, so there's only one that I'm missing. So I think I can give you sort of my overall view about this house. And my overall view based on all the fragrances that I have sampled is that this is a very modern and understated house. I think that their fragrances are very interesting, very modern. They are strong, but not in your face. That's why I would say this is an understated house. Of course, I'll share more details as I'm going through each fragrance. Now, I ordered samples not directly from their website, but from another company, and I ordered them quite a long time ago. They took over a month and a half to arrive. I really don't know how I had the patience to wait for them, but I did, because when I looked at the fragrances, at the notes and the reviews, I really couldn't blind buy anything, because all of them had something in them that kind of concerned me and that I really wasn't sure I was going to like. So I really thought I need to sample them first before I purchase any full bottles, if I'm gonna want to purchase a full bottle. So the samples took a really long time to arrive. Now, after sampling them and after making a decision that yes, I wanted to purchase a full bottle, of course, I ordered it through Frassai website. I have to say that I was so impressed with the customer service. They're located in US, I'm in Canada, and the order literally arrived in 3 days. I mean, 3 days, shipping was free. I didn't have to pay any duties or taxes, which I often have to pay here in Canada. It was just amazing. I could not believe that it arrived in 3 days. So yeah, customer service gets really 2 thumbs up from me, definitely. Okay, so enough with the introductions. Did you make your guess? Which one do you think I purchased? If you guessed Tisa and Dew, you are correct. That's the bottle that I purchased. So it comes in this packaging. I really like the packaging as well. It is very simple, clean. There's nothing extra here. It is very compact. I really like it. So it opens up. The bottle is here. And the bottle looks, again, very clean, simple. I definitely like the way that it looks. So Tisa and Dew, what is this fragrance about? So let's look at the notes first. We have brown sugar, leather, nutmeg, bitter orange, juniper, rum, mimosa. And as you can imagine, mainly it was the note of leather that really scared me and kind of didn't allow me to blind buy it, because I don't enjoy leather. I don't get along with leather, at least for now. And when I read the reviews and watched videos, you know, many people said that this is a gourmand fragrance, that it has some kind of spicy pastry vibe. And When I first sprayed on, I do not get that. And it's funny because my friend Nisha Spicy Looks just recently did a review on this fragrance as well. And I was so relieved when she talked about it. She also said that when she first sprays it on, she doesn't get the sweet pastry vibe. So I thought, okay, it's not just me. My nose is not playing tricks on me. It's exactly the same for me. At first, I do not get that. But as the fragrance starts drying down, that sweet pastry vibe is definitely coming out more. So it is sweet and it is spicy, and there is bitter orange in here, and I'm definitely getting that. You can feel that there is a citrus in here, but more specifically, you're really getting bitter orange. It's not like your fresh, zesty kind of lemon or lime or even regular orange. No, you're definitely getting the bitter orange in here. So it does smell like a really comforting, spicy, sweet pastry, but it's not too sweet. It is not tooth-achingly sweet. It's not overpowering at all. It is very sophisticated sweetness. In general, I would say this kind of makes me think of being in some kind of fancy, expensive restaurant and ordering a dessert there. I have no idea why, but that's the vibe that I get from this fragrance. Leather in here, thankfully, I do not get it at all. I mean, at all, to me, there is no leather at all. Another huge bonus about this fragrance, performance is outstanding. I mean, really outstanding. It lasts a long time. It projects really well. It has a great sillage. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I still would say this is not a safe blind buy. Really, you need to sample it first, because although I don't get any leather in it, I don't know if that will be the case for everyone. You know, other noses can get leather in here. They might not enjoy the spiciness in here. I don't know. So I would definitely recommend trying it first, but I totally understand the hype. I have to agree with the hype and be part of it. This is stunning. And in general, I will give you a spoiler that I was quite impressed with the whole house. It very rarely happens that when I sample, you know, all of the fragrances from the house, or majority of the fragrances, that I like most of them. Typically, there are a couple that I like, but here I can honestly say that with the exception of two, I really liked everything that I sampled. It's a really, really beautiful house, really deserving of the hype that it's been getting. So again, Tisa and Dew from Frassai was my full bottle purchase. Now, did any of you guess that I purchased Blondine? If you did, you will be correct as well. I could not narrow it down to one fragrance. I completely fell in love with both, and I did purchase both. So here's Blondine. I took it out of the box already, but you know, the box and the bottle are exactly the same. And this fragrance really, really surprised me. I was very curious about it because of the notes and because so many people seem to love it. But I really, when I was ordering samples, I really thought that this wouldn't be for me. So let's look at the notes quickly. We have tiger lily, suede, butter, cacao, caramel, tonka, pear leaf, ashoka flower, no idea what that is, musk, salt, castoreum, mandarin. So obviously there is lily here, and as we know, florals can be tricky for me. There is suede, there is castoreum. I really had no idea what I was gonna think about this fragrance, but I totally fell in love with it. So when you first sprayed, definitely the most prominent note is tiger lily. And I don't know if there's any difference between regular lily and tiger lily. I don't know, but it smells like lily. It is definitely strong. And it surprised me how much I like it, but I think I like it because it is mixed with butter and cacao and caramel and tonka. And you know, the note of butter almost brings a texture to this fragrance. Like it's very, really buttery, creamy, smooth. There is salt in here, and yes, I'm not exactly feeling the note of salt, but it has that kind of salty caramel vibe. It's not just pure sweet caramel. It definitely has salty caramel feel to it. Suede, again, it's the note that concerned me, but I don't really get it. If it is here, it is extremely, extremely light. To my nose, it is almost unnoticeable. So, like I said, when I first sprayed, I really get very strong lily mixed with all those beautiful sweet buttery notes. And as the fragrance dries down, the lily kind of tones down and those sweet buttery notes become stronger. But lily is still there for the duration of the fragrance. It's just not as strong as it is in the opening. And I really, really love it. This is strange because I'm not a huge fan of florals, but maybe my nose is changing. This is beautiful. Performance. Here I would say that performance on this one is not as good as it is on Tisa. Tisa really lasts the whole day for me. I can spray it in the morning and it pretty much lasts until the end of the day. I can smell it pretty vividly. This one doesn't last as long. This one on me is probably 4 hours, maybe 4.5. So if I want it to last the whole day, I definitely need to respray at least once throughout the day. Projection is still good, sillage is good. It's just that the lasting power is not as great, at least on me. But overall, the fragrance is absolutely beautiful. Again, I would say not a safe blind buy. I would recommend with these definitely sampling them first, but I really, really fell in love with both and really happy to have both. So there will be no more surprises, no more full bottles, at least for now. But I have to tell you, I was tempted by a few others for sure. So let me quickly go through the other fragrances that I got to sample and just tell you what I think about them. So let's start with a Fuego Lento, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. That's the sample. So this one has jasmine, orange blossom, tolu balsam, suede, civet, cassis grass, and sweet notes. And for me, this was my least favorite from the bunch. I really don't like it. I find that I really get the note of civet, at least I think I'm getting it, and I'm getting quite indolic jasmine, which I don't like. So it's kind of jasmine with civet with perhaps some green notes. There is supposed to be sweet notes. I'm not getting really much of sweetness in here. Overall, this one definitely wasn't for me. I really did not enjoy this one. Next one is called Tian D. And this was definitely one of my favorites, and I definitely put it on a possible future purchase list. The notes in here are peach, sandalwood, incense, ginger, orris, anise, chrysanthemum, galbanum, albanum, musk. Okay, very hard to pronounce notes. But when I put all of them together, what this smells like to me is black tea. I mean, freshly brewed, strong black tea. That's what I'm getting out of this. And as you know, I really enjoy black tea, and that's what I'm getting here. It is not, it's pure tea. There's no sugar added to it. There's no milk or cream. There's nothing added to it. It's just black tea. It is, so I find this scent very relaxing and very calming type of scent. I really, really like it. So this, like I said, is definitely a consideration for future purchase. Next one is called Queer, I don't know, Pampas. And of course, as you can tell by the name, this fragrance has leather in it. And in fact, this fragrance has a very, very long note list, which I'm not going to go into. I'm just going to give you my overall impression of what it smells like. And this was another one that I really didn't like. Leather in here is very strong, very strong. I'm definitely getting leather, and I'm getting green notes, a lot of green notes, like some kind of grassy, not even woody, but grassy, lemony type of green notes. So it's like this greenness mixed together with a pretty strong leather. I'm not a fan, don't really like it. It's not quite as bad as the first one, Fuego Lento or something like that. But it's still, I'm not interested in purchasing a full bottle. Next one is El Descanso. This fragrance really surprised me. I did not expect much from it based on the notes, which are galbanum, amberette, lemon, bran, green leaves, orris, root, mimosa, geranium, cedar, sandalwood, vanilla, and tonka bean. I really didn't expect much from it. And I have to say that to me, it doesn't smell like what I picture it would smell like based on the notes. This is a green, slightly buttery fragrance. But it is green, it is fresh, but it kind of has that buttery quality, which I would guess is coming from orris root. It is not very strong. It is not overly powerful. There's nothing that really stands out. And yet it is so beautiful, understated scent. Green, buttery, maybe a touch sweet, but I would say the sweetness is not coming from vanilla. It is coming more from tonka bean. Yeah, this one really, really surprised me. I didn't expect to like it, but I really, really like it. And that leaves us with the last one, which is called Rosa Sacra, I don't know. Again, there are a ton of notes in here, which I will read to you quickly. We have pepperette, blackcurrant, lychee, spicy mint, bergamot, mandarin, raspberry, rose, geranium, chamomile, jasmine, orange blossom, palo santo, cedar, vetiver, oak moss, benzoin, amberette, and patchouli. Oh my God, the list is huge. But this fragrance is about rose. However, I think it's a rose that those of you who don't like rose might enjoy because it is not too strong. It is not too overpowering. It is really fresh, green, even I would say slightly watery type of rose. I think all the fruits and citruses that are in here bring that kind of fruity, citrusy vibe and tone down the rose. That's why it's not so much in your face. It is slightly woody. It's just a beautiful, zesty, kind of sparkly, watery, unassuming type of rose. Very, very beautiful. This is another one that I would put on my maybe purchase list. I really, really like this one. So there you go. That's what I think about the House of Frassai. Like I said, overall, I was quite impressed and very happy with my 2 full bottle purchases. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely let me know if you have tried anything from this house or if you're interested in trying it in the future. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.